That improper payments total the department paid out last year isn't the only news that looks like bad news on the surface from the department's audit. The top financial manager in the department, Thomas Harker, says it will take the Pentagon until 2027 to get a clean opinion. Tina Jonas is senior advisor in the International Security Program at the Center for Strategic and International Studies. She's former Undersecretary of Defense Comptroller. Tina, welcome back. It's good to see you again. I recalled as some of the news reports around this sounded like folks' hair was catching fire. This timeline for a 2027 potential clean audit is something that we've been talking about for quite a while now, isn't it?
Well, it has indeed been a long time. And I think, the initial audit that was agreed to was in 2017. So that was a good first step, but there was a lot of work that was done prior to that to try to get things moving. And I think there's been incremental progress, but clearly more needs to be done.
We have 3 of these in a row now. What do you think of the progress that we've seen? Is it sufficient to get to that 2027 trajectory, or are we flattening out, is it your sense, over the last couple of years?
Well, I think it looks like they're going to add DISA as another of the organizations that will add to the clean opinion. But it just seems that more needs to be done, and they need to accelerate a lot of the work that has happened. None of the services have yet to receive a clean opinion, and that indicates additional commitment is needed.
What do you think, based on reading what we got out of the department last week, what do you think are the biggest areas for improvement, and are those areas for improvement that you think could happen faster? Or is this just such a tough job that it will take time to dig into the harder issues, as the department maybe in the first 3 took care of some of the low-hanging fruit?
It's a big job. There is no question about it. And again, you've got about 6 agencies plus 1 now that have done the work that is necessary. But when you look at the larger jobs of the services, I know that the Marine Corps has made some significant progress. They have showed a commitment to this over the years, and they're hoping each year to get over the line. But you've got the Navy, the Air Force, and the Army. They've got property, plant, and equipment. They've got inventories. These are massive. In addition, Francis, you have the remediation to the things that have already been identified of about $1 billion. So it's always a matter for the department of where they put their focus. And I continue to believe, and others do, that accountability in this area will add to their overall mission effectiveness. But again, we've got a new administration coming in. It will have to fall to them to decide where they want to focus their efforts.
You mentioned DISA's Working Capital Fund, and I noted that Mr. Harker said the DISA opinion will be next month. Is the idea of an annual audit maybe more fluid than I thought it was? When this came out, it was presented as the 3rd annual opinion and or 3rd annual audit, and my impression of that was, well, it's done. Sounds like it's not done, so maybe it's more fluid than people think?
There may be a few last-minute items that they're working through. This is probably common, but of course, COVID has also thrown a wrench into a lot of the work that's happening. And unfortunately, it's impacting the mission and clearly this activity.
And that's where I wanted to finish, is the potential COVID effect on this. I know that the department went to the auditors went to 600 locations last year. We're only able to go to 100 this year because of COVID-19. What difference does that make as far as collecting the hard data, in your view, Tina?
Well, for example, on floor checks, you can't do a physical floor check very easily. And this is something that's affecting companies across the board, not just the Department of Defense, but I think, the industry itself is trying to learn how to work through this. They are, but clearly that physical counting, inventory checks, et cetera, those are critical things to be able to do. So obviously it slowed it down.
Is that a potential place then for gains next year because of possibilities that different parts of the branches maybe have made progress over the past? At that point, it will be 2 years, but they just weren't able to be verified this year.
Yeah, that's a clear area that they would want to focus, I believe. But again, it depends on the commitment of the incoming team and where they want to put their effort. And but again, continued work is really important. Accountability is a critical area of mission.
What will you watch moving forward? What will you watch maybe in that potential opinion from DISA in December, or in the activity that the new administration takes on in setting up the USD Comptroller Office, or any of that, Tina?
Well, the first thing is some statements. Usually that'll come in the form of testimony, likely before the Congress and the confirmation hearings, and a commitment which has been asked for by, for years from the Congress out of officials in the department. And they want to hear, look, we've got a clear commitment to getting this done. And I think that is the first step. It's the tone at the top that says this is important, not only for accountability, but really to have a more effective and efficient military, period.
Tina Jonas, thank you very much as always. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Francis.